Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, Mother disowned me, 26F, for getting a tattoo. Parents upset with me because of their own actions. My mom thinks she entitled to take my consoles that I brought because I used some of the money she gave me buy it. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Mother disowned me, 26F, for getting a tattoo. My entitled mother has always been quite controlling about my appearance. Even as a teen, I was kicked out of home briefly for cutting my hair. I cut maybe 3 inches. It was still very long. She does tend to overreact to small things that she can't control. I've wanted a tattoo for the longest time and was really set on a certain design that I had thought about for years, but my mother always told me that she would kick me out of home if I got tattooed. So I did respect her and never got it done while living at home. 2 years ago, I purchased my own home and live by myself, but I still see my family at least once a week for family dinner. At family dinner a few months ago, I asked if she would seriously disown me if I got tattooed, and she said no, that she was just joking around. I finally bit the bullet and got the design I wanted. Super excited with my new piece of art, I sent through a picture and it's been radio silence ever since. My brother let me know that she has been screaming/slamming stuff/saying hurting things, such as that I look cheap and nasty and that she has no daughter. I attempted to come to family dinner recently and she locked herself in her bedroom and wouldn't even talk to me. She was also invited to my godson's first birthday party and didn't show up simply because I was there. It has come to the point that she is threatening my dad with divorce simply because he and my brother haven't sided with her. He also hasn't spoken with me, though. She has always made me feel like I don't get a say in my own body, but I thought that would end once I was 18 plus and moved out of home. It's not your fault at all. Bottom line is she needs professional help to sort through whatever she's mentally dealing with. To go that unhinged because your adult daughter got a tattoo is indicative of a much deeper problem that she just projects onto you. My mom, for example, projected all of her childhood traumas onto me when I turned 18 and started going in my own direction. It's tough. The important thing is to remember it's not your fault and maybe consider cutting ties for now until things change. The way she treats you is not okay. I agree completely with you. Not her problem, it's mom's problem to deal with. At this point, I would stop trying, live your life, and I would let your brother and dad know you would love to stay in contact and GA about it. Go non-contact with your mother for a while. For the holidays, invite your father and brother for a meal out or at your home, just not on the actual holiday. Tell them you just want to see them and you know you won't be invited, or if you do, the mother will cause too much drama and you don't want a part of that. Your mother isn't just deranged, she's also really very nasty. I think people have probably been giving in to her toddler-like tantrums to keep the peace, and so she just keeps on getting worse and worse. She's the one rocking the boat and it's been everyone else's job to stop the boat from capsizing. You live alone now, so she isn't your problem anymore. You can safely ignore her tantrum. If your dad wants to let her rock their family boat and play at boat steadying, that's his choice. Parents upset with me because of their own actions. My younger brother is 12 years younger than me. I have been slowly coming to realize over the last few years how much I was parentified when he was growing up, and how much I did that was a lot more than standard big sister duties. As a result, my brother and I are actually very close, we're very alike and share a lot with each other. I was chatting to my parents today and stuff came up in conversation about my brother, and now they're upset with me because I have more details on his personal life than they do. Don't worry, I didn't break any confidences. Was just amazed at the audacity of them to not be aware of the consequences of their own actions in forcing us together when we were younger. Well, mom and dad, that's what happens when I raise your child for you. I don't know why, but I can picture the sister with her right leg over the left, sipping from a glass of wine as she says this. It just makes the scenario better. My baby brother's first word was my name. My mom was royally pissed and tried to convince herself that he was really trying to say mama and it just sounded like my name, until he yelled it again and reached for me when she picked him up. That's funny, but it's a big fail for your mom. How old is your baby brother, and does he still think of you as his mom? It's their fault. I'm sorry you were parentified as a child. It's one of the worst types of abuse you can put on a child. I have a 5-year-old and 5-month-old. Both girls. I'm forever scared of parentifying my oldest. The only chore I have for her is, hey, can you sit by sister so she doesn't roll of the bed? And I only ask her when I have to use the bathroom, get my oldest a snack, etc. Granted, it's only a couple times a day and we don't have a chair or walker for the baby yet, that's why I ask. I hope that's not asking too much of her. My mom thinks she's entitled to take my consoles that I brought because I used some of the money she gave me buy it. You used some of the money I gave you to buy your own console, so it's mine. My mom always said that if I paid for my own stuff she wouldn't take it away when she grounded me. This was a lie, but still, I busted my ass doing chores and babysitting for money. I'm 16 with no job, so this and holidays is my only method of getting money. Later my baby brother damaged my Switch, she brought it, and my mother refuses to buy me another one or fix it, so I used my own money I saved up to buy it. I also spent some extra dollars for some protective cases and a screen protector that I was going to break trying to put it on. Little did I know she put a protection plan on it, which I was grateful for. Once again my brother tries to break it when he gets mad and messed up the L-stick, but once again my mother refused to fix it. I end up buying a Nintendo OLED with a case with some extra birthday money from family and some do my chores and take Instagram selfies for me money from my sister and talk to I can get the angle she wants. I finally brought it and put a screen protector on it. I brought a case and everything. It never leave my room because I don't trust my brother not to damage this one. And for those wondering how he can get to it so much, my mother would see him reach for it and only tell me when he is holding it, and by that point he already slammed it. The case makes it so if it fell on its back it will be okay, but if it landed on its face or on a button I'm screwed. Anyway, summer break is over and my mom intentionally puts me in a class I'm bad at because I just need to apply myself. I asked her to at least let me pick out what subject I can take from what was available, but she didn't care because I'm going to pass and we aren't going to have any problems. She said a threat. As expected, I don't do well on the first test and quiz and she takes away my stuff. She yells at me to give her my switches and the following conversation happens. I have 3 but I only use 2 because my first one is too damaged. I used the ones I paid for. Also for context, she gave me and my sister a bank account and a starter amount of around $200 or less on our credit cards. I'm cheap, so I had some money to burn. Mom, give me that Switch, all of them. Me, but I paid for some of them with my own money. I'm okay giving you my first one I got and my phone because you paid for it, but you said if I paid for my own stuff you wouldn't take it. You brought it with my money. It wasn't completely all your money, it was birthday money and some that sister gave to me, 50%, from mom, 25%, from sister, 25%, from other family. I won't lie, she was the majority. Stop talking back before you won't see it again. Somehow I managed to trick her and hide one, but I'm not saying where just in case she finds this post. A week passes. Hey, can I get my stuff back? I paid for those by myself. Opie, don't talk to me about those switches because you're not giving them back. But I use my credit card and money I saved up to get it. Okay, but who gave you the money? You and Dash. My point exactly, you used the money that I gave you, so I brought it and it's mine. I'm done taking to you about this. Can't wait for my first job so I can get a break from her, and trying to buy a monitor so I can make some money on the side from streaming while I have a backup plan if cooking fails me, but I'm afraid of what's going to happen when she finds out. I only got my stuff back for a little bit because she saw how close me and my new stepdad were right off the bat, and it must have put her in a good mood. He's the bio father of my baby brother. Edit, I'm a dude, and for those wondering, my bio father isn't in my life growing up because he was trying to catch every legal charge in the book. For lack of a better word, he's a bum. Also, I look exactly like him. If your brother can't handle his emotions well enough to not break a $300 console when he gets mad, he has no business even touching it. FFS, is he 5 years old? Your mother is wrong. Once you give a gift, you no longer have rights to it, otherwise, it's not a gift. If she gifted you the money, it was no longer hers. With that being said, getting a job and her having no ties to your money is the way to go. Do not get a bank account with her on it, or she will still consider the money as hers. Find a trusted aunt or uncle to help you set up an account since you are a minor. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.